Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is a brief video to explain some of the meanings and keywords of Surah Al-Zalzalah, which is the 99th chapter of the Quran. In this surah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks about the striking of the day of judgment, and Allah Azza wa Jal speaks about the zilzal. Zilzal or zulzilat, these words mean an earthquake or a quaking and a shaking. And Allah is referring to the ultimate earthquake, the ultimate shaking of the earth, and that's the one that will strike or take place on the day of judgment. The severity of that quaking will mean that the day of judgment is being established, and as it is established, then the earth, al-ard, which means the earth, will reveal all of its contents, meaning everything within it will come out. So every single person that was buried within the ground, and likewise, similarly, in terms of ruling, anything that dies, whether it was cremated, buried, drowned, in whichever way, takes the same ruling. But Allah speaks about the majority because the majority of people have, in the time historically and presently, are buried. Allah says that the earth will reveal its contents and that which was buried within it. And on that day, when people are made to stand, they're going to wonder as to what's happened and what's going to take place. They're going to be in a state of shock and awe. Allah says on that day, every person will know their akhbar, their news, that which they did, that which they put forth, their actions, their deeds, everything will be recorded. And that which they did upon the earth, Allah will command the earth to speak on that day also, because Allah will command it to bring forth its news and its testimony. Allah Azza wa Jal says that on that day, on Yawm al-Qiyamah, the people are going to be in two major groups, the believers and the disbelievers, and they will be made to see their a'mal. A'mal means their deeds, their actions. So whoever does an atom's weight of good, a dharra, is the smallest amount that the Arabs knew was a dharra, the smallest minuscule of good, khair, that is done, that will be presented and people will see it and they will find its reward with Allah. And whoever does the smallest amount of evil, likewise, will see it present on that day, and they would also get its just deserts on that day. So we ask Allah Azza wa Jal that He makes us from the people whose scales of deeds are heavy with good, and that Allah Azza wa Jal doesn't make us from those people whose scales are light. بارك الله فيكم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.